What's good, everybody? It's John. I come back at you with another video. So with this video, I have a very simple and straightforward question to ask you. Why not take a chance on you? Why not? Right? I think I have the answer to that. I think most people refuse to take a chance on them because they lack the confidence, they lack the belief, they lack the worthiness. And I'm here to tell you it's time for you to bet on yourself and take a chance on yourself. I've seen too many people accept average and accept mediocre because they think their dreams, their goals, their aspirations are too far to reach, right? That it just seems like shooting for the moon, even if right now you're grounded walking planet Earth, right? You begin to think, how is it even possible to ever get there? And I'm here to tell you that it is possible. It is all possible. First and foremost, you are worthy and deserving for the simple fact that you exist. The fact that you are here, the fact that you exist, means that you are worthy and deserving of it all. You should never question that. For most people, they have not accepted that. Right? For most people, their worthiness and deservingness is always in question, whether or not they think that they should be allowed to have the things that they want. If you've envisioned it in your mind, then that means you can hold it in your hand. Then that means you can bring it to the surface. So that means you are deserving of it. If you've created a dream life for yourself and right now you might seem so far away from it, you are deserving of it. And because you've envisioned that, because you created that in your mind, that means you are calling it forth. That means you are striving to bring it to the surface. See, most people can have a dream and then they'll think of all of the variables, the human elements to it that will prevent them from ever getting there, right? They can have a dream of one day having their dream home and they can fall in love with that idea. But then when they come to reality and think about the price tag and then look at their bank account, that's when they immediately begin to feel bad and then erase the dream for good because they don't think it's a possibility anymore. Or whatever it is that they want to pursue as far as their professional life or their career, right? They can be doing something, working an occupation, and then having a dream of doing something else as their full-time occupation, and they can think that is not possible. How is it ever possible for me to have a hobby and turn my hobby into a career? Most people can't do that. Most people haven't done it. So therefore I can't do it, right? That's typically the logic that they follow. And I'm here to tell you, why not take a chance on you? Why not? Right? You need to remember that all the things that exist in this world were created, like all the material things with the exception of nature, were all created by other people. So these inventions, these things were all created by other people who decided to take a chance on themselves, right? Because I'm sure all of these at some point, right, people thought that these inventions would be silly until they were invented, and then until they actually shaped the world, right? Look at all the material things that exist, right? These were created by other people. These are people that took a chance on themselves, that believed in themselves, that believed in their mind and in their ideas, and they brought their ideas to the surface and it helped change the world. Think of your favorite artist, right? Your favorite artist exists today because they took a chance on themselves and they believed in their music and decided to keep at it until they became international superstars, right? At one point, they were a regular person. At one point, no one knew them or their music, right? But you can look at them, see that they're international superstars, and think to themselves, oh yeah, well, it's easy for them to do it. They're no different than you. They put on their pants one leg at a time every morning just like you do. They're not better than you in any way, shape, or form. They just had confidence and belief in themselves and their ability, and they were able to uncover their talent and their gift, or they were able to work at it until they became talented at that thing that they truly enjoyed, and they just decided to run with it. So why not take a chance on you, right? Why not? Your favorite restaurant in your area exists because the owner decided to take a chance on themselves, because they were passionate about their food, they were passionate about their cuisine, and they said, you know what, I want to open up a restaurant because I am passionate about cooking. I want to share my food with other people, right? Your favorite restaurant in your area, or all the amazing restaurants that you've ate at all around the world, these were owners, these were people that decided to take a chance on themselves because they were proud of their food and they wanted to share their food with the rest of the world. Once again, your favorite artist or even your favorite athlete played the sport that they loved and they enjoyed all throughout their life. And they decided to take a chance on themselves, to really commit to it, to double down on it and say, this is what I'm going to do. And that's what propelled them to heights, to be some of the best at the sport in the world. These were all people that decided to take a chance on themselves. So I'm here to tell you, why not take a chance on you, right? I think a lot of people have a tendency to underestimate themselves and overestimate other people. You need to remember that other people are no different from you, right? We are all humans, right? It doesn't matter our race, ethnicity, our background, right? Even if you might feel as though life was unfair to you because you came from humble beginnings. So what, right? Use that as fuel. Use that as your advantage and say, you know what? It doesn't matter if we started off at different starting points. We can still improve and get better, and we can still pass them, right? Not that life is a competition, but you get the idea. Like, even if we started from humble beginnings, we can still make it far in life. Even if we started with struggle or lived our life or was raised in poverty, that does not guarantee that, like, by no way, shape, or form does that mean that the rest of our life has to be filled with poverty as well, right? It can be filled with wealth. It can be filled with abundance. You can find something that you enjoy. You can find something that you're passionate about. You can find something that you're proud about, and you can decide to be the best at that. You can decide to take that chance on yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to succeed, right? If you are a fellow content creator, there's some content creators who will never even start because they think that the content creation space is too saturated, right? They think that, oh, well, all the top content creators are already there and they're already in place and there's no space for anyone new to step in. That's silly, right? That's almost like saying, oh, there's too many restaurants that exist in the world, therefore there's no space for any new restaurants to ever enter the space, to ever enter, the restaurant space. And yet, how many new restaurants open up in your neighborhood or in your city or your country each and every week and each and every month and each and every year, right? Obviously, there's always, restaurants closing and there's always new ones opening, right? So how silly would it be to think that there's not enough space for you, right? If you're a streamer, some streamers will get discouraged because they'll see how well some of the top streamers are doing and they'll think to themselves, oh, well, I'll never get there. Well, if you believe that you'll never get there, then you'll certainly never get there, right? Because it's your belief that will create the fact. If you don't think you're ever going to get there, then you're never going to put your best foot forward. You're never going to try. You're never going to take that chance on you because you believe it's already a done deal. It's only the people that believe in themselves, that are confident in their abilities, that is going to go far. And you don't actually need evidence of success to develop confidence, right? You can be confident in yourself for just the sake of being confident, for just speaking it into existence, for saying, you know what, I am going to do it. Even if I've never done it, even if I don't have any history of ever, right? You can still tell yourself that I'm going to do it, that it's going to get done, right? So what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you're good for? You're good at, right? What are your talents? What are your gifts? Find out what that is and work towards that. And then do what you can to utilize that talent and that gift to help other people, to improve the lives of other people, to bring joy to the lives of other people. That is how the world works. The world works by, the essence of the world is all about greater expansion, right? It's all about variety. That's why each and every human being is different. Sure, we're one of 8 billion people, but each and every one of us are different. Each and every one of us have different personalities, different behavior, different, right? Like we're each unique. And so there's different things that each and every one of us could offer to the world. And that's how this world is meant to be. It's meant to deliver variety. That's why there's all these dishes from like all these food dishes that exist, right? Imagine the entire world had to only eat carrots. It probably wouldn't be as enjoyable of a meal if the only option that every human being had for the rest of their life is just to eat carrots, right? But we don't have that. We have all these different cuisines that exist because the world is all about greater expansion and variety. So the world needs you. The world needs what you can offer. The world needs your gift. Just think about it this way. Everyone in the world needs you. They just don't know who you are yet. If you operate with that mentality, knowing that your products, your services, your talents, your gifts is needed by the world, and the only factor is that they just don't know who you are yet, then it's only, if you keep at it, then it's only going to be a matter of time until they find out who you are. And then once they find out who you are, they're going to be knocking at your door for your services. They're going to be knocking at your door, providing you with opportunities. So have confidence, have belief in yourself, right? Like, people have been able to create careers for themselves based on their hobbies, based on their passion. And these are the people that live fulfilling lives because they don't ever feel like they're working, because they're just if they're doing what they enjoy and they used to do that for free, and then suddenly now they're able to get paid, then is it really hard work knowing that you would do that thing from sun up to sundown for free because you enjoy it that much? It wouldn't feel like work, right? You'll be happy. You'll live a fulfilling life. You're not dreading showing up each and every day. You're not dreading the weekdays. You're not dreading Mondays, right? These people who get to do what they love for a passion, they can wake up each and every day and do that. These are people that probably lose track of what day it is because they just wake up and they get to do exactly what they want to do and also get paid for it. They literally get paid to be themselves, right? And I think that should be the goal for each and every person out there, for you to want to get paid for being who you are, because you're going to freely be who you are, right? You're being true to yourself. So you're honest to yourself. You're not being disingenuous. You're being authentic. And if you can get paid for who you are, then you're going to be a lot happier than someone who has to get paid to do something that they don't want to do, right? I say all this because I'm here to ask you, why not? Why not take a chance on you, right? Most people, they won't take that chance because they're programmed to have negative thinking and negative beliefs, right? The first thing, if someone comes out with an idea, a great idea for a business or something that they want to do, usually the follow-up would be from someone else. They'll say, well, what if it doesn't work out? Why is that the first thing that comes to your mind? And the better counter question to that is, well, what if it does? What if it ends up working out and you end up living the life that you've always wanted, that you end up creating the life that you've always wanted to live, right? The movie, the vision that you created in your mind, what if that is able to come to the surface, right? How amazing would that be? That should be more than enough motivation for someone to want to pursue it, and understanding the idea that if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So that means it can happen, right? Most people are so loose to use the word impossible. Impossible means something that cannot happen. And yet there were so many people that were told things were impossible until they got done, right? The Wright brothers, they were told it is impossible to invent an airplane for humans to fly, that it is impossible for humans to fly. And it was impossible until they invented the airplanes and were the first human beings to ever fly. So it was impossible in the minds of everyone else, and impossible from people all around the world, until they invented it. And then once it was invented, then they were labeled as geniuses, and people that thought that it was impossible suddenly realized that it was possible this entire time. You are going to be told that all the time. If you have big dreams and aspirations, and if the dreams that you have is so far away from, it appears to be so far away from where you are presently, a lot of people will say it's impossible. Or a lot of people will project their insecurities onto you because they gave up on their dreams, and so they don't think it's possible for you to do it, or they don't think it's possible for other people to do it, or they don't want to see other people do it, right? But that doesn't make it impossible, right? If you are persistent at it, if you are dedicated, then you will get there. If you are consistent, then you will get there. And you need to worry less about whether something can or can't happen, because I'm here to tell you it can happen, and it will happen as long as you persist, right? If you understand that you can be, do, or have anything, and that your potential is limitless and infinite, right? Remember, you can be, do, or have anything. If you understood that and believe that, you wouldn't be questioning whether something is possible or not, because it is, because you can be, do, or have anything. So that would just be wasted energy contemplating if it's ever possible for you to get there. As long as you work towards that dream, you are making progress. You are getting there. You are creating that dream and turning that dream into reality. So take a chance on you, because most people are quick to shoot down ideas and shoot down dreams. But it's like the dreams are what gives you hope. The dreams are what propels you forward. The dreams are what gets you excited and makes you jump out of bed, because you have something to work for, something to live for, right? You've envisioned a better life for yourself, a better life for your family, a better life for future generations, and even a better life for the world. Because you need to understand this, the whole world benefits when you win. Because when you win, you winning is effectively you providing value to other people in all walks of life and all around the world. And when you're winning, you're able to help other people, right? If we use any of the billionaires on the billionaires list, right? These billionaires, pretty much all of them, own large companies. And guess what those companies do? Those companies provide jobs to people all around the world. So those billionaires won financially, right? And because why is like they offer a product and the product provides value to people all around the world, but they need a lot of people to be able to create those products and to run the company. And so they've also been able to provide jobs for people all around the world. This is what I mean, right? It's like, if you winning means the whole world, everyone else also wins too. So it's a good thing for you to win. So, and of course, you winning, right? You can change your life, you can change your family's life, your generations, the future generation, right? Everyone benefits from it. So why not take a chance on you? Most people write themselves off before they even give themselves a chance. Most people underestimate themselves and overestimate other people and think, oh yeah, other people can win and succeed, but not me, I can't. That can't, or I can't, or can't should not be in your vocabulary, because you can be, do, or have anything. So stop questioning it. Stop questioning your worthiness. Stop questioning your deservingness. You can do it all. And I'm here to ask you, why not you? Why not take a chance on you? Why not? When you can be, do, or have anything, you can make it happen. You can make your dreams come true, and you will be the one to do so. If you're watching this video and you made it to the end, you are going to be the one to do that. I can tell, because you've watched this video, because this means something to you. This resonated with you. So you watching this video tells me everything I need to know about you, right? That you are going to be the next one destined to accomplish your goals and your dreams, right? You're going to be the one to make it happen, and you are going to live life beyond your wildest dreams and imagination, and your life is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be a life that was worth having lived, right? So that wraps up the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe, as we're on the road to a million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.